And the third way is the third love language is acts of service, or are acts of service. Now, acts of service are funny because these are the kinds of people who are always ready to go above and beyond for you. They're always doing stuff for you, and essentially, they're looking for you to serve them. They love to serve, but they also love to be served. And, I think about how my father would always take care of the laundry, take care of the dishes, take care of the lawn. And he would always say to my mom, "Why can't you clean? I've done all this stuff for you. Why can't you take care of that?" And what my mom failed to understand is that my dad feels loved when things are done for him. Now, of course, my mom would always cook a meal for him and he always appreciated it, but it would always stop there. And he struggled to feel loved because she would not step up to do other things for him. It's like, oh, she buys you a gift, but that's not what he wants. He wants you to do stuff for him. He wants you to take care of things for him so that he doesn't have to do them or worry about them. And for me also, acts of service are of a high quality and a high love language. They're definitely below words of affirmation for me, but for me, there's definitely an understanding that I love it when things are done for me. I love it when, I can delegate a task to someone and not have to worry about, whether it's editing this video or, making music, because there are some skills that I don't have. Like for me, it feels so loving when someone can help step up and take care of something that I'm having trouble with. And, if you're in a relationship, you've noticed your partner's always asking you to do stuff. Take out the trash, do the dishes, put things away, help do some repairs around the home. Your partner's essentially saying, I would feel very loved if you actually stepped up and did this. And that's really on you to take a moment and realize, oh wow, my person's communicating to me. They either want my validation, they want my time, or they want me to do stuff for them. Pay attention. You'll notice by what your partner, here's a tip aside from the languages themselves. What your partner complains about tends to be what they want from you. What your partner complains about tends to be what they want from you. Reveals their love language. So then fourth, we have gift giving and receiving. So gift giving, receiving is about, this is the kind of person who, I think back, I have this one friend who was dating a girl who went and got Chipotle, or Chipotle for the dyslexic people. And she went to Chipotle, she got, a bunch of food, she came back, and my friend says, "Where's mine? Where's my food? Why didn't you get me anything?" He's the kind of person who loves gift giving and receiving. When he shows up, he's always giving me things. When I show up to him, I have to remember to bring something. He loves gifts, and he loves giving them. And you might notice, you might be the kind of person who loves gifts. You might love, this isn't just your birthday or Christmas or Easter or whatever the holidays are. It's, you actually love those little things. You love it when your partner shows up with those small little things. Even my best friend and my partner, who is part of the Hue Club and running this beautiful ship with me, Jim, loves giving little gifts. And every time he comes back from a vacation, you could expect to find a gift. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it's the kind of thing where you have to take a step back and realize, okay, I can give you some gifts, brother. I got this shit. I'll take care of you. And your partner is going to communicate that they want stuff. Now, it's not always a materialist thing. They want thoughtful gifts. They want you to put some thought and time into it. whether you're making them a card or getting them flowers, it should have an ounce of thought. You shouldn't just show up with a bunch of shit. You should show up with something thoughtful and showing that you have passion for this person. Whether it's you heard them talk about, wanting that new tea kettle that boils to a certain temperature, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And you realize, well, I can go and get that. I can go and get that for my partner. And then you show up the next time and, oh my God, they're head over heels. They're so happy and they're willing to do anything for you. The fifth love language is physical touch. Now, I remember as a kid, I'd be sitting in the backseat of my mom's car. She'd pick me up from preschool, and she'd always, reach back her hand from the driver's seat to me, waiting for me to touch it, waiting for me to hold it. And, it's crazy. You grow up with my mom and you realize, wow, this woman's got all the love languages as her primary love language. What is going on here? Besides that, physical touch it's so vital. I was a massage therapist for over 7 years, and touch is something that truly nourishes and nurtures. And, without touch, I don't know if you know this, but babies will die unless they're held by someone or something. Unless they're compressed and, they feel that, there is someone else that is protecting them. And that touch is so vital to our life, so vital to your life. And it's what helps even when, if you hug someone for 90 seconds you're releasing oxytocin more in more women than men. But the idea is that this is a person who just needs you to hold their shoulder for a moment. Just needs you to put, I've got my cat here, I'm going to put my hand on his belly. He really likes that. Oh, buddy. And physical touch, a lot of men confuse this for, I want sex. Yeah, duh. But the thing is, not all physical touch is centered around sex. It's not necessary for you to have a sexual encounter to have physical touch. Physical touch it's those small little gestures that remind your partner, hey, I'm here, I'm with you, and I love you. Now here's a pro tip about sex. Going back to the last lesson about masculinity and femininity, once you've established love and rapport with your partner and you're building up the love in the tank, so to speak, and love in the bank, your masculine partner needs a release. Your feminine partner needs to be filled. So the masculine is looking to explode with energy, and the feminine is looking to take in that explosion. And if you liken it to, male-female sexual intercourse, you have ejaculation is explosion, and then a female orgasm is this taking in of this energy and an implosion inside of her. And, whatever dynamic you have in your relationship, if you're in a homosexual relationship, heterosexual, whatever the case may be, and everything in between, I'm not going to color or discriminate. You have to figure out what is the release for your partner. How can you help them feel loved, feel that release, and how can you help your feminine partner feel filled with love and just feel that build up and that climax through the fullness. It's this spiritual dynamic, again, the polarity between emptiness and fullness.